and gentlemen, a pleasure, like always, to welcome you home, welcome you to the one and only Texas A&M International University Soccer Complex, the very one, the only one, the home of your Laredo Heat. Your Laredo Heat are home today, ladies and gentlemen, on a very wonderful Thursday evening kickoff against Gallos FC, formerly known as Irving FC. The Gallos have rebranded within the last campaign. Same side. The Gallos are looking to come into Laredo. The Gallos have one away victory on this turf already 2 seasons ago, so they're looking to repeat in terms of historical aspects of what goes on today in the war zone. Folks, damas y caballeros, les damos la bienvenida con mucho calor, pero con mucho cariño y al mismo tiempo rellenos de amor al TAMU Soccer Complex, la única casa indiscutiblemente a la que le llama hogar su Laredo Heat. Les agradecemos su presencia, su participación en la transmisión en vivo el día de hoy. Un jueves al atardecer bastante agradable la tarde, damas y caballeros. Yo sé que las temperaturas han sido bastante extremas en los últimos días. Hemos llegado a temperaturas, con decirlo todo, con un poco de educación, respetablemente extremas. Yo soy Rodrigo Marina y les transmitimos este partido en vivo y en directo desde el TAMU Soccer Complex aquí en Laredo, Texas. Los Gallos contra su Laredo Heat en un partido que tendrá muchas emociones. Los Gallos y el Heat cerca en la tabla general y buscamos el equipo de la victoria el día de hoy. El partido de hoy es traído a ustedes por PEG Energy, quien es el líder en poder solar. Que PEG Energy es el líder en cuestión de energía solar en el sur de Texas. Es la noche de PEG Energy hoy, patrocinador de su Laredo Heat. Hoy el partido es dedicado a todos los de PEG Energy. Folks, PEG Energy is today's sponsors of this game. They're bringing this game alongside, live from the TAMU Soccer Complex. PEG Energy is the leading solar power company in South Texas. If you're looking for an alternative source to help the environment, PEG Energy is the place to be. Folks, we'll go over the starting lineup for your Laredo Heat here at home today. In goal, folks, wearing a number 30, Aiden Haynes. Number 22, defense, Nicola Greco. Number 17, defense, Dallas native Colby Pardon. Number 4, defense from Cass, it's Jakob Schnitzler. Number 6, defense from the H, it's Brandon Martinez Treyes. Number 10, Il Capitao returns to the lineup after 2 weeks of injuries. Danny Cresto returns onto the pitch. Number 19, making a second start for the Heat this year, Jonathan Mayen. Number 11 from France, it's Marvin Imputu. And number 14 in the midfield for the Heat, from Kobe, it's Kenny-san Uneo. Number 7, Juan Antonio El Brujo Gomez will play in the 10 role, El Tio Tony. And number 15 from Hungary, it's the Budapest man, Bence Molnar. Ladies and gentlemen, that ball is rolling, players are running, the whistle is blown, and that indicates one thing and one thing only, and that means that this game is officially underway with the Heat controlling the first possession. It's going to be a movement of possession within the back line. Brandon Martinez Treyes, the man of the people, El Presi. Apologize for the technical difficulty, folks. Really hot in Laredo. Sometimes technology won't abide when the temperatures are extreme. And we were talking about that earlier on the stream, folks, at the beginning. It's just the temperatures in Laredo are extreme. But the Heat will have a corner kick regardless. So just stick with us, folks. Hopefully the temperatures will drop momentarily and we can continue to stream the game. It won't affect the technical aspect of our stream that much. We're doing what we can, folks. We appreciate your patience, as the Heat will have a set piece to it. First, the Heat will go short. This ball controlled now by Mayen. Jonathan looking for the far post, and this one is off target, folks. Gallos will have the goal kick. They'll go long here, folks. Into the air the ball goes. Gravity will do its part. That ball comes back down into the forehead of Martinez Estrellas. Recovered here nicely by Mayen as a California native. We'll share this as Jakob Schnitzler in control of the round, and he'll open the field up back to Nicola Greco. And the Italian with space and time to drive it forward in control of the round one now. Kenshin Unyo for the Laredo Heat. He'll look to go back on the ground. The rotation now looking for a direct switch of field play. This one will be off target. The Frenchman, no opportunity to get to that one, and the Heat will throw possession away. We'll see how the Heat will adjust. The Heat with a lot of options off the bench, folks. And Gallos with only one adjustment to make, possibly now. So we'll see how the Heat do. We'll see how the Gallos do, folks. Here in the 9-5-6 short ball, the pressure applied now by the Heat, forcing him back inside. They'll look to rotate once again. The pressure now on the inside applied by Mayen. Brandon Martinez Estrellas will get a header on this one as this ball sails back to Colby Pardon, the Dallas, Texas native. On the stride forward, looking to share now with Marvin Emputu. There's a foul on the field of play, and that's going to be Heat set piece here early in this first half of play, about 6 minutes in, folks. Greco servicing ball to the inside. He unable to connect just yet. The Gallos will look to string it once more deep in their own half. Deep in trouble, actually. The Heat will regather, recover. Back to Colby Pardon, over to El Capitano. This is Denny Cresto. 50-50 opportunity. Nicola Greco on the recovery. Excellently done as the Heat will recover now. This is Haynes with it. Hayden will swing it back to Martinez Estrellas and over to Marvin Emputu. Controla el francés, busca el balón filtrado por abajo. Recibe Colby Pardon sobre el half space. Servicing ball to the inside, far post. A chance for the Heat as this one is out of play. Mayen looking to finish with a bicycle kick opportunity, and that one off target here for the young California native. Second time in the starting lineup. Was dealt a heavy injury in his first start for the Heat in Katy. That was the second game of the campaign. So we jump from the second game all to game number 6 here for the birthday man. It's currently today, Jonathan Mayen's birthday. The Heat celebrated Jakob Schnitzler's birthday a couple of days ago, and last week it was Kazuki Hashimoto's birthday, folks. So a lot of birthdays going around here in the 9-5-6 for your favorite team from the 9-5-6 Trailer Heat Soccer Club. El Brujo Gómez controla. Tiene la disposición del balón. Será balón para los Gallos. Gallos will look to combine. Nice play. Able to find the third man into the half space. And Gallos will rehold possession now. Run made into the near half flank. Gallos will go far hand side, and now overhand ball. The Heat will get to this one first. This one is controlled by Aiden Haynes. And Gallos, considering they're short-handed, folks, the more they keep the ball on the ground, the better for them. Long aerial balls in the form of through balls actually are very direct, but they also require a lot of fitness if that's your game plan. The more you keep the ball on the ground, I mean, it's also a toll, but it's just more efficient in terms of play when you're short-handed, I believe. But I'm not on the coaching staff for the Heat this summer, so he will control. Once again, Nicola Greco into the half space, trying to attempt it now on the flank, and the Italian will lay it back off. This is Mayen. Jonathan will poke it back. This is Kenshin Unyo breaking ball toward the middle, now controlled by el Brujo Gómez. Se da la media vuelta. El Brujo le pone el tambo, le hechiza y se la comparte el francés. Es Marvin Emputu entrando dentro del área. Busca Marvin definir desde afuera. Balón dentro del área. ¡Gol! The Heat open up the scoring 9 minutes in. And the Heat up by a goal. I'm not sure who finished the ball, folks. Marvin Emputu was the one that curled it back on the inside, but it looked like it might have been an own goal situation for the Gallos. We're scrambling in their own box there, folks. And the Heat now with a 1-goal advantage here 9 minutes in. Early on still, but the Heat very composed, looking for the rotation of the round one. Getting things done efficiently here in this first half of play pretty early on. So 1 goal to the Heat, folks. The Gallos with work to do. Less than 10 on into this game. Gallos will play again. Back on the ground. They'll look to rotate. And now only 1 sub, and the battle just got harder. The mountain's a little steeper. It's still a 1-goal game. A 1 goal will bring the Gallos back tied up, and 1 goal for the Heat will put the most deceptive mark in all of football on the board, as Brandon Martinez-Treyes will throw a flirt to share here now with Aiden Haynes. Haynes will swing it back to Brandon Martinez-Treyes. Brandon will put it into the air, far hand side, nicely playing here. The switch of play ball controlled now by Nicolas Greco, an assist in his opening match for the Laredo Heat last time out in a 4-0 convincing win against the Denton Diablos, folks. Now we go to the up back through here for the Heat, looking for Bence Molnar. The guys will settle it out of play. The Heat now with a chance to put the pedal to the metal, folks, keeping the pressure on. The more you suffocate the opponent, folks, if you play it well and smart, the more you have an opportunity to keep them on their toes here. Just giving them a sense of insecurity, folks, as Greco will have it. Shot from afar, and this one off target for the Italian. He's very ambitious here early on, folks. Want to get another one as soon as they can. Keep the pressure applied on the Gallos. Gallos on the ground. They'll share in their own box now. Into the midfield, a showing 6 and out again. He will recover now. Jakob Schnitzler will swing it back to Nicolas Greco. The Italian will play now. Il Capitano Denny Cresto, former St. Mary's Rattlers. Captain as well. Was a captain that led the team to a historic year in the 2-1-0. They made it into the national tournament. Second rounders hosted in St. Mary's, folks. Jakob Schindler will put it on the ground. Beautiful ball now. Looking to find Jonathan Mayen. Now Gallos will put it into the air once more. A lot of distance on this one. And the chest of the German international will bring the ball back down to Kenshin Unyo, who shares now with Brandon Martinez-Treyes, who will swing it over back out wide into the flank to Nicola Greco, the Italian on the stride again. Looking to share now. Controla el Brujo Gómez. Tony finta el pase largo. Quiere conducir, quiere controlar. Y pierde la posesión del esférico, pero recupera Il Capitao, el brasileño Denny Cresto. On the half turn now, Kenshin Unyo, the Kobe native, will share now with the Dallas, Texas native, and Colby Pardon will go wide. The Frenchman controls. Marvin Impetu on the stride now. Very witty player, a lot of creativity on both of his legs, and off of the dance, Cresto will put it into the air now. Far hand side, looking to find Jonathan Mayen, who will get a header on this one. And Gallos will put it back into the air, but only as far as the left foot now of the Italian. This is Nicolas Greco onto the far-hand side. El Brujo Gómez otra vez controla el nativo de Santander. El español quiere repartir el queso y encuentra el alemán. Back again we go with the Houston, Texas native, and Brandon Martinez-Treyes will control the full moon of the field. Marvin Impetu will receive and flirt again. Once on the inside, now wide. The Kobe native controls onto the stride forward now. Back again, El Brujo wants to flick it forward, flick it up. This one is controlled again by Gallos. The good poke here now by Cresto into the air. Gallos in a little bit of trouble. Marvin Impetu with a chance to receive. Impetu, second post. Back again to Molnar. Goal, 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 Laredo. Bence Molnar, another one on this season, and the man can be stopped. Player of the month, forward of the month, nominee for the first month of the campaign. And he's getting things efficiently done here, putting the second on the board. The guy who's wanted a flag, they won't get it. Can I get a... The Heat double the lead, up by 2 here. Marvin Impetu off the interception, takes the stride into the 18 and is able to put it into the box, finding Molnar. Beautiful play, and the definition is just class by the Budapest native. Amplitude will control again. Back to Brandon Martinez-Treyes. Over to the German international. It's Jakob Schnitzer. A long ball here, read by the Gallos. They'll put it back on the ground after the header. And they'll look to settle. Far hand side. Half space play. And possession back. The Gallos will give possession over. Colby Parton will control here. And over to Il Capitano, Denny Cresto, the Brazilian, will share with the Houston, Texas native, and that we go to Aiden Haynes. I believe it's his fourth consecutive start. And back again to Jakob Schnitzler. Martinez-Treyes will put it back on the ground. A great play here by the Houston, Texas native. And Mayen will share. Nicola Greco back to Mayen, back to Greco. Greco will swing it with a one-touch pass, back to the German. And over again to Martinez-Treyes. The Heat in control here of this first half. Less than 16 minutes in, and the pace here by Marvin Empetu will put the ball back on the ground. And again, Marvin looking to cook in the kitchen. Empetu with possession. He'll settle it back again to Denny Cresto. Cresto will swing it wide. Beautiful ball over to the Italian, and it's Nicola Greco on the stride. The chip pass, looking to find something in the box, and rejected by the Gallos defense. Controlled again by Marvin Empetu, the Frenchman, with an opportunity to put the music back on the dance floor. And they'll swing it now to Jakob Schnitzer. Beautiful play here by the German international. Back to Denny Cresto. One-time pass out wide. Back to Marvin Empetu. And now Marvin is on the stride. Looking to dribble forward. Controlled now by Kenshin Unio. Unio from afar. And this one off target. Just left of the post. The Heat threatening and knocking on door number 3. Martinez-Treyes will string it back to Colby Parton into the flank. Colby Parton will look to break a line. Nicely done here by the Dallas, Texas native. Stiff arm by Unio. No foul, says the official. And Denny Cresto, the man returning from injury, will pick it back up. Turnover of possession now by the Brazilian, the captain, Il Capitano Cresto, on the recovery. And that's all you ask for, folks. Turnovers in the game will happen whether you want them or not to. All you can ask is on the recovery and the effort to be there, as the Heat will go quickly and will go fast. Marvin Empetu, bicycle step over, shot to the far post and into the gloves of the Gallos keeper. Fantastic opportunity there, folks. With the players fast on the dribble with the quality that Marvin Empetu has, folks, it just gets harder and harder to defend a player with that caliber. You don't know if he's going to go left. You don't know if he's going to go right. You don't know if he's going straight at you. We'll take a cut back on the inside. He caused the first goal of the evening for the Laredo Heat. Very dangerous, very versatile player, and the Heat are looking to build on that momentum here. Nicola Greco will put it into the air. We'll switch it back into the DGC, the direct call channel. That's the middle one. And on the strand forward with a lot of space here is Colby Parton, folks. Martinez-Treyes will control. He'll put it into the air, far hand side. Nicola Greco will bring it back down. Beautiful play here by the Laredo Heat, a direct switch of play. Now again we go. Jonathan Mayen threw ball into the flank. Mayen by the corner flag sector. He'll earn the Heat a corner kick, and not enough. Didn't cross the goal line, folks. He will try to recover again. Denny Cresto gets taken down. Referee says foul on the field of play. He will look to rotate again. Colby Parton up top. To el Brujo Gómez. Controla el nombre de Santander. Le quitan la redonda y el esfuerzo para ganar otra vez el balón. Croqueta quiere jugar la caminada del pingüino. El Brujo Gómez la tiene. Le cometen 2 faltas, 2 infracciones. El árbitro le dice que juegue. Y solamente me puedo imaginar lo que cruza la mente del brujo por este momento. Algún tipo de hechizo para embrujar y encantar al árbitro en esta atardecer. Controla el capitán. Denny Cresto la mueve otra vez con Mayen. Controla Jonathan. Viene el corte hacia adelante, hacia adentro. Controla Molnar, el autor del segundo gol del atardecer todavía en esta noche. Y él viene el servicio del francés al segundo poste. Busca el brujo contra el varón. Y la hace hermosamente. Ponle un cuadro y enmárcalo. Viene el servicio hacia adentro. Y los Gallos rechazando todo lo que entra a la olla de la cocina. Y el Heat busca ponerle un poco de zanahoria al caldo de pollo que se anda cocinando. Marvin Emputu otra vez. El chef controla. Kobe Parton. Viene el servicio. Segundo poste. El brujo la ve pasar sobre su cabeza. Y sin poder controlar sale el balón del terreno de juego. Viene el saque de banda para el equipo de los Gallos. Well, water break here, folks. 20 minutes into this game. Temperatures again in the 956 have been on the end of the spectrum. I believe on Monday will be at 115, currently in the triple digits. 100 degrees outside here. 836. Beautiful night in the 956. It doesn't feel like 100 degrees. I mean, I'm lying. It's extremely hot out here, but it's felt worse throughout the week. It's definitely felt worse throughout the week. So both teams will go to the water break. We'll discuss what's going on. It's kind of like an official timeout here, folks. When the temperatures get to an extreme, referees have to get the approval to go get a thirst quencher break. Both teams talk things through, an opportunity to get refueled, make sure everybody stays safe, but not Jakob Schnitzler. The German international staying on the field, gets what he needs and is ready to go. I mean, that guy, folks, is a machine. As a cyborg. Play will resume shortly and momentarily, ladies and gentlemen. I completely lied. It's very hot out here, folks. I am sorry. I didn't. The more I sit here and the more I sit here and think about how hot it is, it gets closer to feeling like 100 degrees. A great crowd out regardless on a Thursday evening. El clásico México, Estados Unidos se juega en la nochecita de hoy. ¿A quién le van? Pónganlo en los comentarios. Nos encantaría entrar a la discusión del fútbol internacional lo más que se pueda durante el partido de su Laredo Heat. Yo le voy a Laredo Heat. Yo al Heat contra los Gallos, pero ustedes avísenos. ¿A quién le van? See, Vegas, folks, is on the stream. Shout out to Vegas in support of Hayden Prasad, who had a fantastic outing in his start last time against the Denton Diablos. With a goal under his belt already in this 2023 campaign for the Heat. Play resumes. Back on the action, back on the pitch, back in the war zone. We go. Jakob Schnitzler, the German, will control him. Back out into the flank again to Nicola Greco, who tries to take the 1v1 dribble. Last touched by the Italian. And boy, will resume with the throw for the Gallos. On the throw. Gallos, formerly known as Irving FC. We'll look to rotate now. And as we progress, folks, we'll talk a little bit about the stories within this game. Brennan Martinez-Streyes, at one point in his career, played with Irving FC. I believe he was part of the roster that came and stole the game here at home against the Heat in 2021. But I could be mistaken. Denny Crystal will have it. The Heat will open the field back up again. The servicing ball onto the inside, and the header off target here by Bence Molnar. Well, it was a defensive header, excuse me, and it's going to be possession now for the Heat. They'll throw it back into play. El Frances back to Kobe Parton, looking to play again back with the Frenchman. The Gallos will look to clear it out. It's going to be Gallos throw once more. into the air. Oh, foul on the field of play, says the center official. The ref telling Gallos they have to take it a couple of yards back. A little deeper, says the center official. The Gallos will look to open up the field of play onto the far hand flank. Ball out of play. That's touched by the visiting side, and the Heat will have the ball in their hands, and off the throw they go again. Denny Cresto, Il Capital, will control. He'll share now with Jakob Schnitzler over to Kenshin Uneo, and the Kobe native will share with Brennan Martinez Treyes. Over to Kenny. Ball out wide. Kenny on the ground. Ref says no foul. Play resumes. And over to Martinez Treyes, probing the defense, making him shift. Fundamental play. Excellently applied there by Martinez Treyes. Make a defender commit. That'll open up the passing lanes, and you're able to split the lines of the players playing between them and into the spaces. No, well, the referee blew a whistle to the mouth. Foul on the field of play. Look at a fair 50-50 challenge from my angle, but I'm not on the field, folks. A little retired from the snare. But see, now the wind's picking up. It's a little bit of a now it feels less than the triple digits. About 99. Great shout out by Rennie Maldonado. About 99 on him. Ball into the air again. The Heat will control now. Brandon Martinez Treyes' right foot will swing it high up again over to the Frenchman. Marvin Empotu gets dispossessed, but the Heat will regain it. Back with Kenshin Uneo. And out wide we go. El Brujo Gómez. Tony controla. Quiere driblar. Gana el servicio. Segundo poste. Bien elevado. Bien en el aire. En la recuperación del hombre de Budapest. Benz Molnar. Manteniendo el control del esférico de la redonda de la número 5 del amor de la vida. Lo que hace que juegue el deporte más bello y más poético del mundo. Pero al mismo tiempo el que más duele. Kenshin Uneo. Again we go with the Frenchman. Kobe Pardon. Back again to Impetu. Marvin. Denny Cresto. Playing the way he faces. Been smaller. Back to Cresto. And out wide again we go. It's going to be Jakob Schnitzer. He'll go wide again. Mayen servicing ball to the inside. Blocked. And out of play. I believe a corner kick here coming up for the Laredo Heat. This one brought to you by Taco Palenque. Rod's favorite combo at Taco Palenque, folks. Pirata Junior combo comes with 2 piratas. Very, very well served, folks. Depending on the day. Today I will definitely not get fideo. Today is more of a kind of day of a little arrocito. Maybe some frijolitos, refritos, extra tortillas. Make yourselves dippable tacos. And then, of course, your 2 piratas with a beverage. I personally like horchata on a day like this. Anything that is cold will work. This one brought to you by the Pirata Combo at Taco Palenque. Mayen will service the ball to the far post now. Schnitz will put it back inside, and the header caught here by the Gallos. So. Gallos now playing in the mid-park. Trying to break lines. Everything's still up until then. It was very horizontal in terms of the direction of the field. Not very vertical, but now they're looking to go wide into the flank. And rare occasion there in the attacking half of the field for them. The Heat with a great job on the press here, and almost coming away with it was El Brujo Gómez, El Tío Tony. This one is back on the ground. The Heat will look to stay compact, and now as this one goes out wide, Marvin Empetu will apply the pressure, folks. The guy who's trying to open up the recipe book and see what works here, what kind of concoction they have to put into the oven to get something flavorful against the Heat. And the Heat will put too much pepper on this one. This one out of play. Greco will concede the corner kick opportunity here for the Gallos. Corner kick opportunity. Gallos with a wonderful chance to try to get back in this one. The Heat holding on to the most deceptive scoreline in all of football. It's beautiful to get a 2-0 today in international semifinal between Mexico and USA. You let me know who you want the 2-0 to be in favor of. I would just like to see it. Ball into the box, rejected again by Mayen. And into the air, possession goes. A half volley attempt, and this one is over to the moon. Heat with a goal kick now. Aiden Haynes will take care of it for the Heat, and they go low and on the ground over to Jakob Schnetzler. Nicola Greco will put it into the air, trying to find the run of Ben Molnar, but the Heat will give possession up. The Gallos will have it in an attempt to build up from their very own defensive half deep within. Now with an opportunity again to hold on to possession, folks. The Gallos' mentality is, do we look to keep pushing forward or stop the bleeding at 2? The more they have possession, the less opportunities the Heat will have to put another one back on the board. As, sure enough, the possession back over. Brandon Martinez-Treyes will control as he shares with Aiden Haynes. Martinez-Treyes will settle it across the DGC and into the left foot of Jakob Schnetzler. Nicola Greco. Again, we go with Jakob. Jakob will settle it. Brandon Martinez-Treyes now. He'll put it into the middle. Kenshin Unio will divide it. Spread it out into Jakob Schnetzler. He'll go back onto the flank. A chance for the Heat here now. Nicola Greco with an opportunity, looking for his second assist of his 2023 campaign. The Italian will look to settle it inside. Half clearance attempted and unsuccessful by the Gallos. And Cresto will put it back in the air. Molnar, open header. Molnar! He was put his forehead on it, folks. Changed the direction of it, and this one is out of play. On afternoon here in the 956. Gallos will play short. Play in the air now. The Gallos will give possession back up. Aiden Haynes will have it as we approach the 33rd minute of play. Haynes will keep it back on the ground. We'll share now. Kenshin Uneo. Kenny-san. He'll rotate it across. Now it's Pardon. Cross again into Jakob Schnetzler. Scored a goal against Denton Diablos last time out for the Laredo Heat. Was the opening goal of that match about 11 minutes into the game. Aiden Haynes will put it back on the ground. Dangerous player. Cresto goes down. Flag goes up. The play is omitted and the shot is off target regardless. But Cresto is down, giving possession over in a very dangerous situation. Flag went up and omitted the play. The shot was off target regardless, so we're talking about what ifs. So Brujo Gomez will chase down possession. Gallos will settle it out to have no answer to the Heat's questions being asked early in this first half of play. 34 minutes in. Marvin Embutu with possession. He'll set it back. Control de Brujo Gomez. La tiene el hombre de Santander. El tío Tony comparte hacia adentro el balón. El toque ahora controla Ben Molnar. La pone en el suelo Molnar al segundo palo. El balón es fuera del terreno de juego. Viene el saque de meta para el arquero de los Gallos. Referee sending number 8 for the Gallos back over to the bench. Might be a nosebleed. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the wording is on it, folks. Could be one or the other. Play will resume here. Gallos with the goal kick. Training staff for the Laredo Heat, best in the country, taking care of the situation on the touchline. Huge shout out to all the training staff here for the Laredo Heat Soccer Club. Best in the country, and I will sign the first letter of my name on paper. That they are indeed the best in the country. Gallos will have the goal kick regardless. Play will resume as soon as the Gallos take it. Time continues to wind down. We're approaching the 35th minute of play, and it's still 100 degrees outside. Into the air, Jakob Schnitzler will get a header on this one, rejecting the possibility for the Gallos to get the second ball now. The pressure applied here by the Heat. This one out of play, last touched by Jonathan Mayen. And then Cresta will reject the opening and the throw here now by the Gallos. Tony como licuadora sobre la media vuelta. Y pierde la posesión de la redonda. Viene la falta sobre el español. Bueno, causada por el español. Y los Gallos juegan rápidamente por abajo, buscando abrir y crear espacios. Kenshin Unio busca recuperar. Viene la patada del portero, del jugador de los Gallos. El árbitro dice que no hay infracción. Kenny sobre sus propios pies. La controla el japonés abriendo el terreno de juego. Ahora es el francés Marvin Emputu. Viene recortes adentro de la disposición de la redonda. Los Gallos sin respuesta a las preguntas que hace el Heat. Sin respuestas a los problemas que le está causando su equipo favorito del 956. And again into the air. The Heat will get it back. Colby Pardon on the strike now. By the corner flag sector. In possession, trying to defend off a 2v1. The foul off the retaliation by the Dallas, Texas native, and the Heat will have to defend another throw. Well, foul now, I believe, as this free kick belongs to the Gallos. The guys will play. It's going to be the goalkeeper. Oh, nope. Gallos might go short here, look to rotate, but look, they're going to go long. And into the air. He will rotate again to Jakob Schnitzler. He with an opportunity, a shot from afar, second post option. And controlled again, this time by Colby Pardon. He will look to rotate again through the half space now. Marvin Emputu. Another cut back out wide. Emputu again, very woody, very tricky, holding on to possession, draws a 2v1 almost every time he picks possession up into the box. The header, a chance for Mayen. Mayen blocked out in the Heat with another opportunity. El Brujo la tiene adentro del área. Viene la oportunidad, pero el japonés controla el brasileño. Denny Cresto. La deflexión manda el balón sobre fuera del terreno de juego. Viene el tiro de esquina y el Heat buscando el tercero con intensidad, con pasión y con amor. Corner kick here for the Laredo Heat now. I believe it's Kenshin Unio to do the honors here as Kenny will put it into the box. This corner kick brought to you by Rod's second favorite combo, las Guaritas Quesadillas de Pastor. Viene el servicio hacia adentro, el cabezazo rechazando la oportunidad y el servicio del japonés. Los Gallos todavía bajo mucha presión. This one is off the field of play. Gallos touched it last. The Heat will have it off the throw again as we approach the 39th minute of play and the conclusion of the first half of action. Emputu again in possession now, waiting to bait out the defenders, waiting to create opportunities just by holding possession of the round one. Into the ground they go. Mayen will look to switch it over. And that's El Brujo Gomez, apologies. And the Heat now back on defensive duties. As Brandon Martinez-Telles will control and share back with Kenshin Unio. And out wide into the opposite flank, the Heat go. Half space play now by Nicola Greco. Back again to Kenshin Unio. The Cuba native will play now. Jonathan Mayen in control off the half turn. Mayen will share back to El Brujo. La tiene El Brujo desde afuera, por abajo, al segundo poste. Y el portero rechazando la oportunidad del nativo de Santander. Gallos playing dangerously with fire in the kitchen here, folks. They're able to come out of trouble, at least for now. A lot of rotation on the ground here for the Gallos. They'll settle it back across. Defensive line play, very active here in the 39th minute into the 40th for Gallos FC. And on the half turn again, Denny Cresto trying to dispossess the mid-park play, of the Gallos. We'll go across the middle channel now. It's Mayen on the defensive sector. Denny Cresto will apply the pressure. And like a zebra between two now, the Gallos with the ball on the opposite side. The Gallos will take a shot on the ground from afar and into the gloves comfortably of Aiden Haynes, who does a great job of putting a halt to the Gallos build up there. And their own attacking half, folks. The Heat's defensive half, and the Heat will put it back on the ground as they look to switch it. Controlled by Greco over to Jakob Schnitzler, and again it's Brandon Martinez-Treyes on the ground over to Marvin Empetu, the Frenchman. Again has caused a lot of problems for the Gallos. He'll put the through ball onto the far hand side, and a beautiful play over to the Italian. Nicola Greco will get there. Beautiful dribbling now. The Italian onto the stride, cutting onto the inside into the box, looking to find something in the 18. The Italian goes. Play will resume. No foul, says the official. No infraction to pause the game. The Gallos will put it back into the air, and Denny Cresto will bring the ball back down beautifully like a bottle to a baby on a 10 p.m. Thursday evening. Martinez-Treyes again to the inside. Denny Cresto will receive the pass from Kenshin Unio, and the Heat looking to break lines, and out wide they go. Greco will settle it back on the inside. This is Colby Pardon. He'll put it into the air, slightly lobbed, and Martinez-Treyes will put it back on the ground, flirted with Aiden Haynes, and Jakob Schnitzler will drive it with purpose. Beautiful play here by the German international into the air. The third man run, the up back through. The Gallos will put a header on this one, and this one reaches their goalkeeper. We'll get a momentarily pause in this game. The Heat no rush to press here, folks, but not needing to. Less than 4 minutes left in the first opening 45 minutes of play. They're up by 2. Possession in the Gallos' deep defensive half. And a foul on the play. This will earn the Gallos a set-piece opportunity. The training staff is asked to come on here, folks. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, there's only one destination online for everything Laredo Heat. That's at www.laredoheatsc.com, where you can find a direct link to this year's breaking news roster page. You can find a direct link to this campaign's Lone Star Conference standings, folks. You can find a direct link to the schedule for the Laredo Heat, and of course a direct link to this year's fan shop page where you can buy all sorts of goodies Laredo Heat to represent your favorite team from the 956 wherever you may be around the world. Let us know where you're watching from, folks. We love to see how far the Laredo Heat reach goes. We love to see how far the Laredo Heat stream gets to, and love to see all of our fan interactions from around the world. I believe this season we've had Wales tune in, the UK tuning in to the streams. Vegas, an avid viewer of the Laredo Heat matches in support of Hayden Prasad and their favorite team from the 956, the Laredo Heat Soccer Club and Academy. So let us know in the comments where you're watching from, folks. Love to interact with all of our fans every opportunity we get. And if you're onto the social media, folks, the Laredo Heat, there's plenty of options for you to follow along. You can follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, watch us on YouTube, and you can exclusively view us on TikTok, folks. Daily content being uploaded and an excellent showcase of the Laredo Heat Academy on our social media platform. So drop us a like, give us a follow, check out the views, folks. Share it with your friends. Let us know what you think. And interact with us on all social media platforms, ladies and gentlemen. It's the best way to stay in contact with your Laredo Heat Soccer Club. Let us know how we're doing. How can we improve your overall viewing experience of the Laredo Heat live game day broadcast productions? As all 22 players look to seem ready to go again. The Gallos, with only one tactical adjustment to make in today's evening, only traveled with 13 players. Our Heat are fully loaded with options on the bench. So the Heat with a lot of opportunity as well, folks, on the bench. Charlie Hare had an outstanding evening against Denton. The Englishman will await moments to come on, folks, tonight. Kazuki Hashimoto, Casper Lassia, Jack Pascal, the Sparrow, on the bench as well. Very dynamic player. Hayden Prasad, number 21, Henderson native will also await his opportunity tonight. And the man from Saltillo, Gabriel Cámpora. Another option for head coach Johnny Clifford and assistant coach Gary Tucker. Coach Gaza on the stride forward. Again, will open up the field of play. Back again we go, and it's Marvin Imputu on the touch with the cut to the inside. Now will he go out? Will he go in? I have no idea. We'll wait and see and find out off the half turn. Kenshin O'Neill for number 3, and this one off target. The Heat off the half turn. There's a deflection corner kick opportunity. Heat will have another corner kick. This one brought to you by Falcon Bank, folks. So we'll play +3. We'll go to the 48th, folks. Brought to you by Falcon Bank here in Laredo, title sponsor of the Laredo Heat Soccer Club and Academy. Servicing ball onto the inside of Brujo, looking to get a header on this one. This one will end up off the feet of Marvin Imputu. And the freshman will get a touch. Servicing ball to the inside, beautifully applied and rejected by the Gallos. Denny Cresto will bring the ball back down again like a teardrop in the rain. And a spring afternoon, folks, soft and precise. Again we go. Kenshin Unyo will hold on to possession off the half turn. He'll share. As he'll send possession out of play. I believe Jonathan Mayen is on the ground holding on to his knee. Is that Jonathan? He's able to get on, but looks like he'll play through it. As we'll play until the 48th. About 2 more minutes and change here, ladies and gentlemen, in this first half of action. Possession will be given up. Maiden Haynes will control now. And over to the German international, Jakob Schnitzler. Forward ball, flag will stay down, and this one too far. And too much mustard on the hot dog. Schnitzler's forward will reject the trajectory of that ball. On the ground again, that's Kenshin O'Neill will share. This is Colby Pardon, former MSU Mustang. He'll settle it across, back again to the Biola man. It's Jakob Schnitzler playing his collegiate soccer in California. Teammates of All-American nominee, the man from Milan, Christian Golacci. Well, this one is out of play. Heat wanting to combine and go. We approach the last 50 seconds and change of play, ladies and gentlemen, in the opening 45 minutes of action. The Heat up by 2. Could have been 3, could have been 4. Gallos will go to the break. Thankful it's just 2, because it could have been 3. Could have been 4th. Apologize, folks. Play will resume. Gallos again on the build-up with a chance to cut. A high ball out wide into the half space. The rejection by the German international, the Kraus native. Ladies and gentlemen, 48 minutes, and the referee says not a second more. We'll go into the break. The Heat with a 2-goal lead. And Gallos with a lot of talk about that mountain keeps getting taller, getting steeper. The Heat all in control. 48 minutes into the books. We'll be back in a quarter of an hour for the commencing part of the conclusive half of action, all live from the TAMIU Soccer Complex. Don't be back. We'll be back in 15. The Heat return next. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of action live from the TAMU Soccer Complex. We'll stay with the stream as long as the temperature and technology get along, ladies and gentlemen. It's backlogged a little bit by the time you're hearing this. I don't know how far behind you may be. It's very choppy, but it's a temperature in Laredo. The computer is overheating, and there's nothing beyond. We're trying out here, folks. We appreciate your patience. The game will continue. Servicing ball now. The Heat looking for number 3. Not enough height on it. The rejection will go as far here as Denny Cresta will puts the ball back on the far hand side, looking to find Jonathan Mayen. Ball still in play. Mayen on the dribble now. Controla. California native looking to service the ball, rejected by the Gallos. Corner kick opportunity, and a corner kick coming up for the Laredo Heat. This one brought to you by Dosey's Coffee, Laredo's #1 coffee option in the 956. They're a proud sponsor of the Laredo Heat as well. So, excellent coffee. My favorite. I for some reason I call it the Aztec chocolate. It might be the Mexican chocolate one, but it's wonderfully good, wonderfully sweet. This ball is serviced in now. Again, not enough height on it. The Gallos will reject it. Kenshin Unio will see the trace and share now with Nicola Greco, who shares back now with the Corbin native. And it's Kenshin Unio sharing again with Greco. Nicola will have it on the control. He'll switch the field of play directly. Beautiful ball out wide. Controlled now by Brennan Martinez Treyes, el presidente, the man of the people. Will swing it back. Controla el tío Tony. El brujo la tiene. Le da la redonda al italiano otra vez. Al español de regreso. El Tony quiere hacia adelante. Controla ahora Nicola Greco la disposición de la redonda. Y ahora controlan los Gallos buscando la salida. Y encuentran el alto. El pie derecho de Brian Martínez Treyes. Controla ahora el alemán Jakob Schnitzler. Back to Kenshin Unio. The Heat will put it back into the air. Near hand side over to the Sparrow, who checked in for the Heat. This is Jack Pascoe. The Welsh Wizard, the Sparrow, making an appearance here for the Laredo Heat Soccer Club. Wonderful player. Very technically sound. Jack Pascoe, one of the greats. Greco will share again. This time it's Aiden Haynes. Back to Brandon Martinez Treyes on the ground and out wide into the flank. Colby Pardon on the half turn, nicely played now on the dribble forward. Colby Pardon through the midfield now, and inside the belly by another field. The Travella pass off target, but the Sparrow will get there first as he shares back with Nicola Greco on the dribble, breaking the first line of pressure. Back again we go. Kenshin Unio, Kenny sign on the dribble again, out wide into the flank now. It's the Sparrow, Jack Pascoe, the Welsh Wizard, will give the layoff back to Nicola Greco, servicing ball off the half turn. Mayen with an opportunity, he'll let it out. The Sparrow! Heat couldn't capitalize, but a great opportunity on the wonderful build-up in the attacking half of the field. A lot of ball rotation, a lot of individual selfish play. I thought Mayen had an opportunity to step on and shoot, but Mayen, obviously the player on the field, decided to opt out for a different option. And on the ground, the Gallos will give possession back up. Aiden Haynes will control the possession of the round one, folks. This ball out of play. And on the half turn again, the Heat will regather. The Sparrow will share back to Schnitzler and over to Kenshin Unio. Into the air on the stride. Just a bit short for El Tío Tony. El Brujo no puede capitalizar. It's Molnar now inside of the 18. Molnar for number 3, driven into the side netting. And a goal kick at the end of the play. The Heat with another opportunity to get the third. To put this one closer to the conclusion, folks. If Gallos get one, this becomes a 2-1 matchup, and momentum will be in the Gallos' favor, even if it's just momentarily. Remember, folks, soccer is a game of momentum. One goal will get the Gallos back into this one, folks, and with momentum. So the Heat The Heat need the third. Not necessarily the most important goal, but close to it now. As el tío Tony, el brujo, toca el recorte hacia adelante, abre el terreno de juego otra vez interiormente con Molnar, quien tiene la posición de la redonda, la pisa, le da la media vuelta, comparte otra vez con el brasileño. Y el capitán Denny Cresto abre el terreno de juego otra vez hacia la banda más cercana a nosotros en su pantalla en casa. Controla ahora el Sparrow. Jack Pascal la pone en el aire, la tiene el brujo. El tío Tony quiere darse la media vuelta, la posición contra una pared. Y el servicio de los Gallos solamente tan lejos como el pie izquierdo del alemán Jakob Schnitzler. Over again, Brandon Martinez Treyes. And out wide into Kobe Pardon across the DGC. Sobre el sol del terreno de juego controla el alemán. Otra vez la pone en el aire. Beautiful pass out wide. Nicola Greco controls. And Nicola on the dribble. Servicing ball incoming. Greco! Not enough on it, folks. The Heat with players in the box looking for the third. And the guys with an opportunity off the half turn to play. Looking to put it into the air. Kobe Pardon will bring it back down nicely. And over to Jonathan Mayen, the California native now. Onto the ground, over in the overlap here for Pardon. And it's Colby, the Dallas, Texas native, former MSU Mustang. We'll see this one settled out of play. As he touched it last, folks, it's going to be a throw now for Gallos. Cresto over to the Sparrow. It's Jack Pasco. Nicola Greco. Back again to Schnitzler. It's Jakob. He'll settle it across this time. Kobe Pardon, one-time pass over to Kenshin Unio. Kenny San on the stride. The Kobe native back on the ground. Over to el Brujo Gómez. Controla Tony. El tío la pone otra vez sobre el suelo. El brasileño ahora buscando al hombre de Budapest. In the alemán, Schnitzer now will put it into the air. Beautiful ball. Flag stays down. A chance for the Heat for number 3. Into the side netting. Goal kick as a result. Y el Brujo no se la cree. Los aficionados del Heat tampoco la oportunidad de convertir la plata en oro. Y el Heat buscando la tercera opción, pero el balón, la clase, la calidad del alemán. Impresionante, damas y caballeros. Impresionante. Mayen sobre la media vuelta, otra vez hacia adentro, el terreno de juego la tiene el brasileño. Mayen sobre el suelo, sobre el césped, no hay falta, dice el árbitro. Mayen slow to get up though, but doing so regardless, the referee will come have a word with him. Gallos will put it back on the ground, forehand side. That's going to be a foul, this one against Brandon Martinez Treyes, and a yellow card here for the Houston native. A bit harsh, to be fair. No foul, says the official. The Gallos still on the stride here, looking to flock feathers into the box. The Gallos off the layoff. And then Cresto will switch it now over to Benz Molnar on the half turn with possession. The chance for a breakaway opportunity in transition. Given up by Molnar. The half turn now. The Gallos looking to coup again. And dispossessed by Kenshin Unio. 3v2 now in favor of the Gallos on the stride. El Brujo la tiene el tío Tony. El Tony Gómez busca el balón filtrado. La bandera es elevada, eso significa que la jugada no cuenta del momento de la bandera, del banderazo. Gallos will go wide again, near hand side. Back into the half space. Gallos FC into the DGC now. The Heat defending that full moon. Not wide, the Gallos will go again, folks. Speaking of full moons, notably absent from the lineup today, Christian Colacci, the Italian, the man from Milan. not in today's lineup for the Laredo Heat. Back-to-back match. Actually, just one match, actually. Played last Thursday evening against Denton. And the Wolfman, Richard Bryan, not in the lineup as well. The layoff back to the Sparrow by Molnar. And off target here for a big man from Budapest. Greco will apply the pressure. Gallos will share. And Kenny in the middle of a 3v1 rondo almost. Vince Molnar will apply the pressure. The Gallos will simply find a solution. But in possession, the Gallos are far hand side again. Ball into the middle. Big switch incoming here by Gallos.
Update. After 17 minutes of play, Mexico 0, USA 0.
On the stride, the Gallos from afar, taking a shot, blocked. Nathan Haynes had it measured. The Sparrow now on the half turn. Beautiful play now into the half space at Jack Pasco. Beautiful through ball attempted, trying to find El Teotoni. And Teotoni off the roulette now, trying to find the Berber spin solution. And Tony will go back inside over to the Sparrow. He'll settle it across again. The Budapest native back to El Teotoni. Flag stays down. El Brujo la tiene adentro del área. Y le faltó el último elemento a la olla. Gallos on the ground. On to the inside. Switch of field play. Indirectly, combination of passes and over to the flank again. Flirting with the half space now. The Roosters here, Los Gallos. Servicing ball, far post, no one home for the Gallos. Nicola Greco will just cover it. And this one is for sure to play out. And a goal kick incoming now for the Laredo Heat Soccer Club. Oh, just waiting on the restart here, folks. He will have possession on a hot afternoon. Now to play Gallos ball. Gallos looking for a big switch again and an incoming now. Near hand side. That ball might not be in play. And sure enough. There's a lot of time for the Gallos to receive. They're in control. I'm not sure why it was let to play. Could have put a stomp to it and maybe flirted with some danger, but Gallos just letting it out of play. It's like going from over easy to over medium. Sunny side down. Without toast. No OJ. On the stride again. Jakob Schnitzler. A lot of time into the right foot of El Brujo. El número 7, Tony El Brujo Gomez. The play here now nicely played by Kenshin. The through ball attempted. Trying to find the stride of Jack Pasco. And the Heat desperate for number 3. Gallos still far from any dangerous opportunities and situations against the Heat here, but it's a moment-to-moment game. All you need is a second, folks. All you need is a kick to get things back in your favor in this game. The long ball, the long stride, and speaking of opportunities now, the Gallos looking to put it high. And sure enough, it's going to be, I believe, a goal kick, says the AR on the near-hand side. So, goal kick. He will put it into the air again, trying to find the run of El Brujo Gomez. On the stride now, Cresto Denny will put it out wide into the flank. Jack Pasco, bicycle step over Zespero, the Welsh Wizard, trying to create it again over to Denny Cresto, far post play, and into the gloves of the Gallos. The Gallos will play short in the far, flank play, I apologize. The Gallos striding again. Connecting onto the inside now, connecting passes, looking for a bit of chemistry. The Gallos are Googling the periodic table, trying to find chemical elements that'll strain concoctions to play in the Feathers' favor here, but as of now, it's been the Heat. And just with 2 on the board, folks, the Heat should be up by at least, I mean, we're playing the what-if game again, right? But the Heat have had plenty of opportunities to get more than 2 on the board. On the stride again, Ben Smolnar from afar, and this one off target. Gallos will put it into the air again. Out of play, though. The Heat will have the throw. Out wide, El Brujo. Jakob Schnitzler, Brennan Martinez-Treyes, and Aiden Haynes will partake in festivities here. Martinez-Treyes, El Presi, man of the people. Denny Cresto will share El Capital, will go back with Aiden Haynes. And over to Schnitzler again, it's Jakob. Treyes into the air, high ball. Off the header now, far hand side. The Heat with a servicing chance into the box. No one home for the Heat. And a chance for the Sparrow now to service again on the inside. The Welsh Wizard. We'll see this one be poked out by the Gallos. Corner kick coming up. This one brought to you by Rod's third favorite Taco Palenque combo. The regular quesadillas de fajita combo with a little bit of refried beans. You dip some quesadilla into the beans, folks, and I mean you have a wonderful plate there. And this one, I mean, all the beverage solutions are pretty fair, to be honest with you. Jamaica and the horchata, obviously the front runners. Beverage of your choice. Anything with ice at this point here, folks. Servicing ball, the Sparrow with an opportunity, serviced inside, a chance for the Heat, looking for the third. And a foul on the field of play. That's going to be against the Heat here. Gallos will get the set piece deep within their own 18. The Gallos will give possession back up again, opposite side flank. We have played 20 minutes in this second half of play. 2-0 on the board. Charlie Hare checks in for the Laredo Heat Soccer Club, folks. Hare will poke it nicely to Aiden Haynes. Haynes will open the field back up. Jakob Schnitzler, driven ball onto the inside. Kenshin Unio, wonderful position by the CSU Pueblo man. And over to Brandon Martinez-Treyes, it back to Charlie Hare. El Brujo Gómez controla el tío Tony, el hombre de Santander, con el japonés, el nativo de Kobe. And again to Brandon Martinez-Treyes. The poke trying to find Mayen. Martinez-Treyes will regather here. Referee says no foul. The jersey tug, and el árbitro dice juegue. Heat fans not liking the call. Gallos will settle this one out of play. We will go to a water break, folks. Both teams will talk things out. We'll be back momentarily. Play resumes. We're back, folks. Water break for everybody all around here. I don't know. Oh, that's a dangerous tackle, folks. Referee will have to go to the whistle. That's got to be at least a yellow. And sure enough, the official listening to the commentator all the way from out here. I would like to see the Sparrow on the scorecard, folks.
Energy would like to invite all the fans over to their booth for some free pizza. Head on over to the PEG Energy booth at the entrance for some free pizza. Thank you, PEG Energy.
Martin Estrellas on the half turn, playing in between the lines and the spaces. It's Jack Pascoe, the Sparrow, back out wide. Kenshin Unio, and over to Colby Pardon. One-time pass, Charlie Hare. Englishman will go back to Hayden Haynes and over to the German. It's Jakob Schnitzler. Controlled over to Nicola Greco. Greco on the strike. The Italian now will give it off. Near hand flank over to the Sparrow. It's Jack cutting onto the inside. Back again to Brandon Martinez Reyes. The man of the people will go inside. Jonathan Mayen, one-time pass out. Beautifully on the third man opportunity was Kenshin Unio, and over to Kobe Pardon. Laid over to El Brujo Gómez. Controla el tío Tony. Quiere conducir, quiere hechizar, quiere prender el esférico. Y busca la opción sobre en medio. Brandon Martinez Reyes flirting with an opportunity. Deciding to pass back to Greco. And Nicola will get a touch out wide again. Sharing over to Jakob Schnitzler. Schnitzler will put it into the air. Beautifully played. Just a tad bit short. The Heat will recover. Kenshin Unio back again to Kobe Pardon. The opportunity left for the Heat still. Pardon servicing ball onto the inside, trying to find the far post over to the Sparrow. Jack Pascoe, which is the Welsh Wither with an opportunity now. Jack will service back again on the inside, looking for Mayen. Mayen, and the opportunity is blocked out in the box over to Tony El Brujo. La tiene, se la quita el propio Mayen. A missed opportunity there for the Heat to get number 3. Interior opportunity now for the Gallos. Off the half turn. Trivella pass. Over to Greco. Nicola. here again. Excellently played over to the spare with a lot of time and space. Gallos on a 50-50 pressing opportunity here. Heater quicker, they can catch him left-footed and off-foot, so. Driven ball out wide. Oh, he'll hit him with a spoon. El Brujo on the cuts to the inside. Tony quiere otra vez compartir la rebanada del pastel. He with an opportunity. Colby Pardon. Game open up just a tad bit. Pardon will look to shoot from afar. And over to Martin Estrellas will put it into the air himself. And this one, we'll see the Gallos get the goal king to get things back underway as we've played at 72, folks, in total. Just under 20 left of play in the second half of action. This ball is out wide. The Gallos now with time. Big switch incoming. That's a nice ball played, but read beautifully by Pardon. Puts it on the ground and shares with Aiden Haynes, goalkeeper here for the Laredo Heat. A huge shout out, folks, to everybody tuning in to tonight's stream. Vegas tuning in, folks. Mr. Siriaco, saludos con mucho cariño. Gracias por estar en la transmisión. Kazakhstan tuning in to tonight's stream as well. Thank you for tuning in. Riverside, California, usual viewers of the Laredo Heat in this 2023 campaign. In New England, tuning in to the Heat as well up in the Northeast. Henderson, Nevada, folks, tuning in as well. Appreciate everybody tuning in to tonight's matchup as your Laredo Heat are hosting the Gallos FC. They lead at 2-0 here as we approach the 74th minute of action in a very hot and humid Little Texas. Splitting ball now. A chance for the opportunity for Jonathan Mayen to get something on stride. There's a Gallos player down. They just made the only adjustment they had, folks, so they might have to play with a man down if this can't be taken care of. So a tactical adjustment for the Laredo Heat. Jonathan Mayen will check out. The birthday man will watch the remainder of this game from the touchline. Coming in from Saltillo, Mexico, Gabriel Cámpora. Gabo, servicing ball. The Sparrow will put it into the air. Far side again for the Laredo Heat. The chance for Cámpora to put it inside, folks. And the Heat close and close and close. First interaction for Cámpora is a successful one, folks. I mean, when you travel short-handed, folks, it's tough to see the game through. You don't have a lot of options on the bench. There's added pressure to the 11 that are playing. There's only one that can come off and make an impact from the bench. So you got to keep everybody. I mean, in temperatures like tonight's, folks, I mean, fatigue comes kicking in. Your body starts to wear out a bit. You feel the temperature really heavy, which means your body feels really heavy. And after a while, folks, it's just fatigue, cramps, the temperature not being friendly, not allowing you to play. And so it's several things that can come about. You travel short-handed. There's not a lot of options you have. You get really lucky and see the game out with what you have, or you start playing with less players. It's going to come to a point where if they can't play, there's not an option off the bench to come in for them. They'll have to play short-handed on the field. But as of now, it's Heat here with 2-goal advantage. Mr. Spencer King El Rey checking in. Miss you, buddy, out here in the 956. Hope you're getting better and hope you're doing well. Another throw again. Heat will defend the throw, and now Gallos will combine quickly, looking to play. Kenshin O'Neill will get a challenge. 50-50 shoulder barge. No foul, says the official. The shot from afar on the ground, and Aiden Haynes will see this one sail just shy off the post. At least from this angle, it looked like it wasn't very far off, but another adjustment made here by the Laredo Heat. Kobe Parton will step off the field of play. Kazuki Hashimoto will check back on. Second game in a row where he makes substitute appearances for Hashimoto-san. Gallos will play into the air, and Aiden Haynes will comfortably get to it. Greco back to Gabriel Campora. Campora on the stride, gets taken down. Hard challenge, no card. Campora earning the foul. Drawing the foul, better worded. Hashtag thesaurus out. Sparrow now, the Welsh wizard. Jack Pascal over to Gabriel Campora. Campora's back to goal play is wonderful, folks. Brian Martinez-Treyes will have it. They'll swing it back again to Jakob Schnitzler. Out wide, the Sparrow will have it. Pascal into the inside. Kenshin Uno with a chance to swing it. Uno! Close, folks! Close off the post. It didn't grace it, folks, but it was closer to the post than it looked from our angle. Uno looking for goal number 3, and the Heat, folks, surprised haven't gotten the third on the board. This one is played out. The Gallos will have it off the throw. The body language on the field, folks, I don't believe the Gallos have a lot of desire to stay back onto the field for the remaining 11 minutes of play. And the regulated 90. I don't blame them either. I mean, these temperatures they're on the extreme side of the spectrum here, folks. Been in a heat advisory all week. We'll be in heat advisory all of next week, folks. So very hot in the 956, causes some technical difficulties as well. So we apologize for them, but appreciate your patience as the Gallos will play deep in their own 18 now. And up the field, the Gallos trying to go. Charlie Hare will bring it back down. Kenshin Uno will swing it back on the inside. It's Gabriel Campora over to the Sparrow. This is Jacko trying to get the flick forward again. He's looking for number 3 and just wrong door every time, folks. And on to the inside. Campora trying to get the flick off the 50-50, unable to get to it. All Gallos in possession still. Individual dribbling now by the Gallos, able to find a solution out into the flank. Defended now on the 1v1 by Schnitzler, the cast native now. We'll see the help come off the pressure by Unio. Gallos still in possession of it, one-on-one against Schnitzler on the stride again. And the center back is going for an adventure, folks, joining the middle line. And over to Campora again. Gabo la tiene, quiere dar de la media vuelta el balón. El esférico se comparte, le da la rebanada del queso al tío Tónico, el hombre de Santander. Le va a poner, le va a riflar por abajo. Tiro de esquina.
Corner kick for your Laredo Heat. Brought to you once again by Falcon Bank.
Falcon Bank corner kick, folks. If you're looking for any sort of account, it's only one place to open. That's at Falcon.
Benson
Molnar checks out. Hayden Prasad, the Henderson native, will check in. Had a goal last time out against the Denton Diablos in a 4-0 victory in favor of the Heat. Fans really into it now, looking for the third. Heat unable to find a third in the majority of this matchup. Scored too early on. The servicing ball driven. Not a lot of height on it. The header attempted by El Tio Tony. Rejected, however, by the Gallos. And the Gallos will put it into the air. Gravity will do its part. That ball comes back down. Aiden Haynes, the man to control it. And he'll put it into the air himself, looking for the big switch, trying to find Jakob Schnitzler, bringing the ball back down beautifully again. And it's Schnitzler on the dribble, the big man from Katz, Germany, getting dispossessed here. The help applied now by Campora. No foul, says the official. Play will resume. Possession controlled now by the Gallos as they cross the middle channel of the field. The DGC and off the half turn again. The Sparrow now on the press. And able to get a flick on it. Gallos still in control here. They'll play half space action now by the Gallos, starting with the flank. Los Gallos todavía con el esférico. La posición ahora controla el Esparro. It's Jack Pasco, the Welsh wizard, on the stride here. As he shares now nicely to El Tio Tony, controlled again by Campora as he opens it up to Prasad. And a bad touch by the Nevada native. We'll see this one out of play as we get closer to 7 minutes of play left in this second half of the regulated 90. We played 48 in the first half, folks. Due to the water break, we'll probably play at least 47 in the second half. On Peg Energy night, folks, here at the Tamayu Soccer Complex. Hashimoto will put it back into the air out of play, and that ball is lost. Will play again. They'll share in their own defensive half. And down we go again. The Gallos. Well, big switch here incoming. This one will be out of play. The Sparrow off the throw with an opportunity to play. Over to Gabriel Campora. Kenshin Uno. Brandon Martinez Estrellas now. Half space play. El Brujo Gomez unable to keep possession of it. The Heat haven't found a third. And El Brujo off the dispossession again, on the stride now, getting dispossessed. Could have shared sooner. Reaction by the Heat, and existent on the top line now as Campora and Pasco will apply the help. And the Gallos throwing the ball away again. Aiden Haynes will swing it, folks, back to Jakob Schnitzler. And over to Jack Pasco. Over to Kenshin Unio. Pasco will have it again. And over to Unio. Game is opening up here, folks. Hayden Prasad on the stride. The Henderson native now inside of the 18. Hayden still on the dribble. No foul. Play resumes, all ball, says the judge. We'll put it into the air near hand side. Gallos with time, space, and a decision now out wide. He will make another adjustment. Casper Lasia will check in. Brandon Martinez Estrellas will step off the field of play. Casper Lasia will check on. High ball by the Gallos, rejected by Hashimoto. Into the air, near hand side. Nicola Greco, absolute high IQ play there to share bank with Aiden Haynes. And Heat will play back on the ground. Jakob Schnitzler. He'll swing it over to Charlie Hare. Hare will put it back in the air, controlled again by Hayden Prasad. And off the half turn, back over to Hashimoto on the overlap. Onto the underlap now by Prasad. Out wide we go. Hashimoto controls again. The Japanese international will settle it inside, and the Gallos will clear it out of play. Kenshin Unio. Over to Casper. Out wide for the Heat. Despero controls. Jack Pasco with a chance. Pasco! Blocked out by the Gallos keeper, Jack. Had the opportunity, and Despero unable to get the third for the Heat, but that was close, folks. Between Down and Campora's opportunity as soon as he came on, the Heat surprisingly unavailable to get the third. 2-0 on the board as we approach the 88th minute of play. Gallos player is down in the coop, folks. Corner kick opportunity. The Heat with the service inside. A chance for the Heat, and Charlie Hare's header off the crossbar. Well, over the crossbar, excuse me. Off target over the crossbar, but the Gallos will have it back on the ground. Goal kick opportunity now as we approach less than 2 in the regulated night. It will probably play till 93, folks. Possibly 92, 93. The Gallos with the goal kick, but it could have been more than 2, folks. The Heat were dominant in the opening 15 minutes of this match. Just unlucky not to find the third. A lot of opportunities, a lot of shots off target, but Pedal's been on the ground, folks, for the Laredo Heat. I mean, they've been on all cylinders at the opening 45 minutes of play. Again, temperatures and fatigue start kicking in here, folks, for either side. The Gallos now on the stride. Casper Lasia having to recover here. Gallos with an opportunity to go back centrally, and possession given up. Charlie Hare will drive as he is on an adventure of his own. And a big switch incoming out wide. Hayden Prasad, beautiful ball played again nicely by Charlie Hare. Prasad on the stride again, trying to cut outward now. The Henderson native gets taken down. No foul again, says the center man, and Gallos will play it out of bounds. Well, last touched by the Heat here. Foul against the Gallos here. Heat set piece to get things back underway. Well, things will resume here. The center official will have a word here with a player here. I'm sure. Oh, it looked like he was going to head coach Johnny Clifford there for a moment, but it's going to be to the number 9 of the Gallos FC roster. 90 minutes, folks, officially on the board. And we'll go to the 93rd. Driven into the air. Campora unable to keep it. Challenge now on the ground. This is going to be a set piece for the Heat. The Gallos will look to defend again. Well, temperatures flaring late in this game, folks. At least on the field, it's been hot throughout. I don't know who said it didn't feel like 100 degrees in the first half, but whoever that was, got to talk to him. I don't know who that guy was, I'll tell you that. L&F Distributors brings you the set piece this moment of the game. L&F Distributors, proud sponsor of the Laredo Heat's MPSL side, folks. And provide the goodies, the adult beverages, folks, here. Proud sponsor of the Laredo Heat. So the set piece opportunity On it es el Brujo Gómez, el tío Tony sobre la redonda. El tiro libre, la oportunidad. Hay una superioridad numérica adentro del área para el Heat. El tío Tony le va a poner el aire. Viene el balón a las manos del arquero. Tenemos 92, bueno, casi 92 jugados. La bandera se queda abajo. No, bueno, viene el offside. We're going to have a set piece in the Heat's own half here to get things back underway on a very over 100 degrees afternoon here in the 956. Well, currently at 90, 95 is what it says, folks. 97. I mean, 3 degrees is, now it doesn't feel like 100, but. Challenge here by Nicola Greco. That ball out of play. Throwing now for the Gallos. .92 and change. Less than a minute left of action in this game. Unio will put it into the air. Back again we go with a Sparrow. Beautiful touch now as Jack Pasco will control over to El Brujo. El tío Tony, el hombre de Santander, quiere compartir la redonda. Hechiza al esférico y encuentra el cambio por abajo excelentemente aplicado. La tiene Prasad, el Heat buscando oportunidades, queriendo el tercero en el atardecer de este encuentro. Viene otra falta, otro tiro libre y otra oportunidad. Viene el tarjetón, otra tarjeta amarilla. Le queda nada más un poco de cambio a este partido. So set piece opportunity incoming here for the Laredo Heat. El Brujo Gómez sobre la redonda. This one could be it here, folks, for the Heat, looking for the third. Probably the last kick of the game, as this one will push it past the 93rd by the time it's taken, folks. On the screen. El tío Tony sobre la redonda, buscando el tercero del Heat. En un atardecer en donde pintaba la noche al estilo Van Gogh. Pintada para muchos y muchos y muchos goles. Y solamente ha habido 2. Buscando el tercero para ponerle el sello al esférico, a la redonda, el servicio, el segundo poste. El Heat, el remate sobre el poste, damas y caballeros. El Heat se lleva la victoria 2-0 en un partido bastante abierto, solamente sorprendentemente con 2 goles. Y el Heat se lleva los 3 puntos aquí en casa. Folks, 93 is enough in the second half to conclude this game. Thank you so much for tuning in, for joining us on this stream. We appreciate you being with us. The Heat are back in action next week as they hit the road to Lubbock, Texas. We'll bring you those games live on the road as well, hopefully, then, gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay cool, folks. Stay cool. The Heat take the victory 2-0 here against the Gallos as they improve on the season play. Me llamo Rodrigo Marina. Gracias por estar con nosotros. Nuestra productora Mariela González. Nos despedimos de ustedes, que tengan un atardecer y un resto de su jueves bastante frío, con temperaturas agradables. Tomen mucha agua, hace mucho calor afuera. Pórtense bien, cuídense mucho, nos veremos la semana que entra. Folks, my name is Rod from our producer Mariela Gonzalez. Thank you so much for tuning into tonight's stream. We'll see you next week when the Heat go on the road. They travel to Lubbock for our 2 away trips, one in Lubbock and one in West Texas. So we'll try to bring you those games live on the stream as well, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. You have a cool rest of your Thursday evening. Drink a lot of water. Stay hydrated, folks. And we will see you later. From everybody at the Laredo Heat, 2-0 against the Gallos. We'll see you later. Have a great night. Bye-bye.